All right, I am here. Do you just prefer to be called by Tom? Do you just prefer to be called Leon? Like, what do you prefer with your handle?
Tom is fine.
Tom's completely fine. All right, so
Yeah,
I am here with Tom. He is a Taiwanese player, correct?
yeah, Taiwanese.
He is currently maining Guy, and he has gotten quite a few matches in with Heartmana, Rob, who's in Japan. This is going to be our first technical kind of match review and coaching. This match that we played against each other was, I think, around 25 matches, which is a long stretch for anybody to play an Itachi player. On top of that, I believe this was also his first time having like live gameplay against Itachi that was not a computer. So again, huge props for sticking it out that long and doing, frankly, as well as you did
Yeah,
with what was going on. So the point of these matches was never for me to come in and just dunk on Tom, but to essentially show him what he can expect from, at the very least, the best of the best in the Jinin tournaments or the people who have already graduated into Chunin. So throughout these matches, this is me not going full tilt. If it was me going full tilt, it would have been way more unblockables and way more just absolute unfun bullshit. This was to try to get him to see the stuff that is safe, the stuff that is unsafe, and really get an understanding for his play style. Um, with that, like I told him, we're going to be pausing a few different places, rolling back, going forward, going over the good, the bad, the ugly. Why should you care about me as an Itachi player, and why should you want me to coach you or do match reviews? So you might know me. I'm the Duke of TBC. I think it is without bragging to say that I'm the best Itachi player in the world. I have won countless locals. I have won tournaments. I have played against the best of the best and beaten them. Even in Super, not very much has changed with Itachi. That makes him all that different from Vanilla. And I think when people start seeing more of my gameplay online, they'll understand that the knowledge that I have for the character is quite extensive. With that, Tom, is there anything you want to add about the matches or anything that was going on?
not really. I just want to say I have only played this game for like a month.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Tom is a very new player, so keep in mind as we go through these matches, even though, like I said, I'm not going full tilt, the tech that I bring out in these matches is still legitimate tech. And frankly, a lot of it is way more punishing than stuff that I've seen in some recent tournaments. So he did, frankly, incredibly well.
Thanks.
Um, all right, so with this, the first couple of matches I think was mostly like a good warm up and kind of feeling each other out, but we can go ahead and get started with it. Let me know how the volume is on your end, by the way.
uh, it's totally fine.
I meant more when the mat like the Twitch starts. Question is, do I? All
Oh,
right.
okay. I can hear you
Okay.
perfectly.
What I'm saying in the actual like in the VOD isn't gonna matter too much. It's stuff I say stuff like it's good punishing. You can't counter me there. It's not safe. So stuff that will go over here. We'll give him a little bit of the Itachi. Also, as a reminder to the people who are watching, I was giving him tips and tricks and coaching in the Discord while we were playing.
Yeah. Even though it's hard to remind, hard to recall all of them all the time.
All right, so this is good stepping. If you think that the Itachi is going to miss his meaty 8AA on wake up, step and punish. If the first clone whiffs, the second one will not come out, and the recovery from it is just so incredibly long. You have to tech that grounded K and J from Itachi, or as you see, just so much damage comes out. I see that you. All right, so this is where things start getting interesting with Itachi versus others. So you were at a sliver of HP and you decided to K and J while I was at incredibly high health. Many people against other matchups, yeah, you can make a really, really good comeback. But you are literally one move, one mistake from essentially losing the kunai. If it's me against Itachi, keep that chakra into the next round because the chances of you coming back with a sliver against Itachi, it's just so low.
Yeah, yeah. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Now, this is going to change, obviously, from player to player. If you're against somebody, it's Itachi, where you're like, my aggression, it has been working. I have been getting these huge combos and baiting out K and J's to take the kunai, then by all means, go for it. That's going to be know who you're playing against as well as the matchup. The other thing is you K and Jade the 2A when it hit. It's an auto teleport as well as like a stagger. So it's not really safe, and Itachi doesn't have much of a follow up except for just teleporting away or giving you the boot that kicks you away. So it's fairly unnecessary to K and J his 2A unless you hit it really fast, and you can get the punish off of Itachi then teleporting because there's an LK and J amount of recovery, but you have to be very quick about it. All right, let's keep on going. Not a good matchup for Guy. No, this is not good. So this I did. This is intentional. I jumped over. That is not a safe spacing for Itachi. If your opponent is close to you, and they can either step the clone, or they can running sidestep, or they can backdash it or walk forward to miss the clone, then that's the perfect range for punting Itachi if he sends a clone way too high up in the sky. So that was the perfect punish. You need to always be looking out for that against Itachi. So that was super, super good. Good. So this, again, not a safe distance for Itachi to drop a clone, especially against someone like Guy, who has a great jab and a high jab, because you saw your jab actually pushed you forward and kept you safe from the clone. So again, that is the perfect way when up close with someone like Guy to punish the clone up close. It is not safe. So this, I'm starting to do a little bit of the flowchart, 8AA stuff, 2AA stuff. It's just dumb. There's not too much you can do when you're that low health as Guy. You have to essentially hope I make a mistake. So that is Itachi's essentially bread and butter anti-K and J. Let me back it up.
And I fell for it almost every single time.
Not every time. You actually started to pick on it better. So let me see if I can get to it. So you did start to pick up on it a bit later, and your K and J's were getting a lot better and a lot safer. You've kind of fell back into it on like the later, like the last 5 sets. Because I think
it's getting tiresome.
Yeah, once you're on match 23, 24. Okay, so right there. So as soon as you see the 2B animation or like the 8A has already started, you can see there's so much recovery on this is your LK and J. You're still trying to go for the grab. Now, what you could have done there is you could have tried to step the B after the 8AA teleport. You went to go for the grab, and you do this a few times. That way you could have at least gotten the punch. You might have still eaten the clone, but it would have been better than just getting, hit into the ground. Yeah. So that is super not safe. The moment you see that clone out, it's too late.
I think doing grab after the LK and J a lot of times is a bad habit from me playing my brother too much. He almost never escapes that grab. So I'll try to do something next time. And the matches today with Hard Nana, he also remind me about that.
Oh yeah, I was actually just watching those on YouTube. Yep. You really do not want to do something after that. So here we're going. So that was actually unsafe as well. I just didn't get the B out and I didn't react fast enough with the B to teleport. So here we go in the mid range. Okay, great. So I was hoping you would pick up on this. On the mid range against other characters, Itachi can throw out that 6A and really harass you. The moment you see the 6A of the clone come out, if you react fast enough, and I mean you have to be fast on this, you can punish me before I can 6AB. So you picked up on that. I was waiting for you to do it, and you picked on it really quick. So I was hoping to get the grounded teleport messed up. I took the wall from you. So there's nothing you could do there. You should have just. I say it in there. Yeah, you had no choice. So you have to know that throw 8A will never actually hit you. You just have to tech roll it and hope that you can get in. That was like an intentional bait. So you actually just have to tech roll and pray there. But because like you're one hit from death, that's the third kunai. It's like I have to burn the bar.
Would RK and J be better against Itachi to just try to hit him out of the 8A animation?
Sometimes, as you saw in the later ones, you would do the RK and J, and I would stall 8AB. And it just is good, very good. So again, you start. This is this 8B for Guy the teleport.
8A.
8A. Okay. So again, I'm throwing it mid range. I do a bad teleport. So mid range. Again, you punish with 8A from my 6A, which is perfect. You started to block, but I think you just got like a little flustered and stopped blocking, or you tried to go for a 4B and it just didn't land. So I see that you're adapting like fairly well. I'm not trying to like slam you with too. So there you go. If you're a little bit late on your 8A, then I can punish with the teleport. You can't really do anything about 8A with your 8A because I'll just teleport it like a K and J. So that was just me using an Xbox controller and messing up my inputs. So there you go. That's the bread and butter anti K and J. I say the same thing in there. So yeah, after the second B has come out, you cannot K and J that anymore. So there it is again. You have to basically like ingrain that into your soul that it's just not safe. So what you want to do is you want to make the second B of 2BB whiff. The second B has a decent recovery time on it. 2A back and forth is something that I do. I don't know why other Itachis don't do it. It's really hard to step, and in most cases impossible to step. You have to jump it. If you get the counter hit, it puts them in a pretty long stagger state, and it's something that just frustrates the opponent. You have to jump it. You can't step it.
And is the recovery on the teleport after 2A long?
Do you mean like the 8AB teleport?
I mean the 2AA teleport.
So I go 2A. So it's about as long as an LK and J. There is some recovery to it, and that's I was actually going to bring that up later. You actually start doing it every once in a while, at certain distances. Now if it's really meaty, really up close, Itachi will teleport far enough behind you where you can't punish it. Because it's a high crush, the block stun on it is really long. And there's really nothing you can do to punish it. Now, after 8AA, 2A, where you see me hit you with the two clones and then do the 2A animation. So even if the 2A animation whiffs after 8AA, you can still teleport as Itachi. Now, if it whiffs and at kind of longer distances, you can punish it, same as like a back turn back turn LK and J punish. So if you see 8AA, 2A, and the whiff and then the teleport, hold back and try to get a jab or a throw. It's basically turn throw or turn jab. Same punish.
Or maybe I can just do my teleport kick.
No, that startup's way longer. Especially with Guy, your jab is so fast. Just turn BB. Just
Oh,
instantly turn to jab. So this is where you get the 8A comes out a little bit too late, and I punish with the teleport. But you have the right idea. So again, you see I get the hard hit on the 2A. Good. You took the wall. So this is you can't punish because you saw I teleport way too far behind you. You try to punish the Shanks. So yeah, you can't just do that raw because a good Itachi is just going to react with a clone. So I go for those 2Bs against Guy a lot because I can low profile your...
yeah.
Yeah, I can low profile jab. And then this is just me. So they made hitting 8A meaty back turned a little bit harder. So now that's me just timing 8AB to get the wake up unblockable. Good. So this is when you start. I think this is where you start going for. So that is not safe. If you see an Itachi do 2BB on block, the moment you see that second B come out, take a gamble, start mashing Guy's B because the recovery from our 2BB is punishable. It's not safe. Our only options after 2BB are 2BB AA, and you can beat the clone. As long as you're not on the wall, your jab will beat the clone coming out, and it's a full punish. It is not safe.
Is a jab better or just trying to step the 8A animation after?
You don't want to step because the Itachi can go 2BBA. 2BBA is the same kind of a similar animation to 2A. It's this big horizontal kunai swipe. So if we do decide to risk it and gamble going into the 2BBA, that step will get punished. You basically just want to try and beat it out. If you see that the Itachi player is throwing out that third part of the string, then it's you can actually weave in your back B. So either if you take the 2BB on block, either jab or start your back B immediately. You'll beat the clone and you'll beat the 2A animation that comes out after.
Okay.
So this is going into all right. So that teleport you might have been able to punish me. All right. So this is an unfortunate. Do I hit you with this? Hold on. Yeah, so this is an unfortunate thing. When you tech roll, it sadly sets up a perfect timing for Itachi to hit you with an unblockable. So in those specific setups, you either want to wait and roll forward or stand straight up because it literally gives me perfect timing for an unblockable setup. It's just an unfortunate roll timing. So that was good. That was actually the correct. I whiffed on the 2B. And again, that actually should have been a teleport punish, but again, you're low on health, and you just want to take it. That was great patience. So that was amazing patience, keeping the wall with your back, so I can't 8AA you. You should have taken to the air with Guy's jump A to try and bring me back to the ground before I can bring the clone out. Great anti-K&J. You need to be looking for those 24/7, but that was an amazing anti-K&J. Very well done. Good, so good back B punish there as well. The animation and the recovery on Itachi's 2A is so long, so back Bing it is perfect. Very nice, good back B. So again, I was bringing out the 2BAA, and it's not safe, and you punished me for it. It was a really good punish. That was not safe. Good, you punished perfectly. So yeah, if you force the Itachi to think he has to throw out the 6AB, it's super punishable, especially for Guy's jabs. And this is where I start layering in kunais, which is just adding more just things that you have to worry about. Nice, not bad movement. Okay, so I think I start typing stuff there as well. Yeah, for like seriously for a month, like you're understanding like anti-K&J spots, you are understanding like punish spots against Itachi. Your distances aren't that bad. Once you get some very serious matchup knowledge here, this won't be bad. Oh yeah, I was typing to you there, so we'll skip ahead. This is teaching the matchup, so I'm giving him tips in Discord while we're playing. So this is actually a great stage for Itachi. It's not too big, not too small. It allows the clones. Again, I don't know why I don't go into 2B there, but this was great. Know that that is super unsafe. You punished that perfect. And then, unfortunately, yeah, super not safe. That is the bread and butter teleport trap. And at this point, there's not much you can do. Nope, too antsy.
If the arcane J comes out quick enough, maybe I can hit you out of it.
It has to be incredibly early. This I could have punished. So good. You need to pressure Itachi, especially against the wall, because I can't jump back against someone tall like Guy. So again, I delayed that even, but again, bread and butter. You cannot Kaori me there. I'm not going to harp on that one too much, but it needs to be ingrained into your soul.
Yeah.
So here I thought I was going to chip you out. Like I thought for sure that was going to chip you out.
Well, Guy has a lot of health.
Yeah.
Second most.
And then I say it here, like once you get your that was perfect. That was actually the correct timing for the Arcane J. So take that moment and remember it. So if that was going to be meaty, you can't punish that off the wake up.
I guess the only way to practice against all those traps is to play you more.
Yeah, you just have to recognize them. So good, perfect. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier. So you saw that my 2A animation whiffed, and you immediately turned and started jabbing, and you got the punish. So if you see that Itachi was close to you with that 2A animation, and you see the teleport start, hold back, get that turn jab. That was perfect. Got to tech those, and then that is a K&J setup for timing. You cannot K&J there after, it's just another one. I go for a cheeky throw, but obviously you're at low health. I have 75 chakra, not much you can do. But that was the perfect punish for me whiffing the 2A animation, then teleporting. If you hit that every time, you are essentially taking away a tool from other Itachi players. It's going to make them question whether they can use that setup.
So can you say again what the distance about the 2AA teleport depends on?
So if you see the 8AA and then 2A and then 2AA animation, if the 2A, that horizontal kunai slash whiffs, and you saw that I was like kind of close to you, like you almost blocked it, that's the perfect distance for you to turn punish. So you see it whiff, but you're close to blocking it. So I think this is where I start doing, okay, yeah, this is where I start layering on unblockables, where I want you to learn where like you have to choose your moment to teleport out to gain the distance. And I think you even said, you were like, oh, that was perfect. That was literally the perfect wake-up timing, by the way. Put that timing into your soul. If you can hit that every time, that's chakra steal. That was really, really good teleport. A little bit late on that because I covered myself with the clone. So again, that was the perfect distance. I say it in real time. You have to know that.
Yeah, but sometimes when I try to turn around, I didn't turn around actually and did the jab
too
early.
So you jab too early. Yeah, it just comes with practice. It's such a difficult because you have to do it on reaction. It's definitely difficult. He goes against the wall? No. Oh, he got it. Okay. And yeah, you got me first before the clone got you, which is nice. Guy's really fast. You got to make use of it. So that is not safe, and you get the punish off of it. But I have the chakra to get out. Do not back B the second hit of the 8AA, because when I go into the 2A animation, the guard frames that you gained will just like disappear because you're not being hit anymore. So you should not K&J there. You're at low health. I'm at almost maximum full chakra, and I was in a neutral position. There's just no way that you're gonna take that kunai. So back against the wall. Good, perfect. You knew your jab punish there. I just had the chakra to get out. And there's me just being a jerk with 2A. I cover myself. I mean, there's not much I can say here. This is just really rough on Guy and every other character. That's not safe, so you can punish that if you see that. If you see 8ABB and you see the Itachi stop, immediately start BBing. The recovery from that little kick is miserable, and your 11 frame jab can punish it.
Okay.
And that whole string is really unsafe for Itachi. So 8ABB, like any of the Bs after that, if we end the combo there, you now have initiative. You can start pressuring.
Can Itachi only does BBB after the 8A? I mean 8AB, and after that he can only do BB. Right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and all of the whole string after that is garbage. So the only reason I pull it out every once in a while is just because people aren't expecting it, and sometimes you just get to have it. Literally hiding the kunais behind the clone. You have to learn to step that. That is always the KNJ trap. Very good. Alright, sorry, the girlfriend's messing. So this is the neutral. This is just that I mess up was supposed to be a throw. A stagger throw. So normally when you see that, when the Itachi puts you in the stagger state, you have to be ready for a throw break. That was just me screwing up with the Xbox controller. Very good patience. You didn't fall for any of the traps there. I tried to go for a cheeky 2X. And that was very good. I think this is the one match you take off of me.
No, I think I took you after like 17 matches.
Okay. So, because this one you were starting to punish the stuff that I was throwing out that's unsafe. Like you started to really understand like, okay, this stuff is unsafe. I can get in here. That was a good K&J, but again, now we're just back to neutral where this is rough. So, and then it seems like you kind of forgot a little bit about the distance, or you really didn't discuss it that much, where you can punish with the 8A when I do 6A. I mean, you have why isn't he gating? You can gate. Oh yeah, this is where I noticed you haven't gated a single time. Because like for a moment I'm like, wait, he could have gated there and like not like. He could have gated, killed the clone, run forward, and like hopefully gotten some pressure. So yeah, that's why I noticed like don't be afraid to gate a clone because the next clone won't come out, and see if you can get pressure on Itachi. Because while you have gate gate active, it protects you from getting woken up, which is super nice. But most Itachis should be knowing how to easily combo. Like if they want to hit you with the super, like a throw BBX, throw X, 2BB, up B, BBX is they're gonna get it on you. So I'd much rather see you start using that gate. And I told you before, start challenging the Itachi in the air. Guys, jump A is so good.
Yeah, but I'm still not used to using that too much.
Yep, it's just something that comes with getting more used to the matchup. That was a great AA punish. Because the recovery for Itachi's move there. That was an interesting K&J. I was already back to neutral though, so it really wasn't super safe. So that's good. So if you're holding back preemptively, and I do my teleport, there is a very, very small window where you can punish it. It's really rough, but you can still look for it. So this is actually a weird problem with the engine. If you noticed, you were facing away from me, but the camera shifted and got you the tracking. You can do it with any super that lunges.
I didn't expect to hit that as well.
It's a weird quirk of the way the tracking with the camera works. So I think fairly soon I start mixing. So that was a bait. That was a big bait with the 2AA animation. So good not Karimiing there because the chakra. Yeah, you just save the chakra for the next round. It sucks, but like there's just so many aspects where you just have to be like, I have to be patient. That's just the name of the game. Good. I'll let past me say it. But yeah, that was perfect. If the Itachi's on the wall like that and I have nowhere to go after jump A, good, you do it again. I'm trying to get that ingrained into you. But perfect, yeah. When Itachi's back is against the wall like that, you stutter step backwards and then go for the punish after the clone comes out. That was the perfect response. Because I literally have nowhere to go. I had low profile with the 2A animation after, and then Itachi actually has a good back B now.
Could I actually get a jab off if I am fast enough?
I don't know. My knowledge of God, which spot exactly?
I mean, to jump A when you're against the wall.
Yes, you can. If you are quick enough on reaction, yes, because you are tall, that jab can hit my guard. Just be very careful if the clone has already come out. Then I can get the initiative. You just have to be. You have to be fast.
Oh, but what? I think you were landing right, so the jab made miss.
Yes. So this is something I was actually talking to somebody. If I throw the clone out, if I've already thrown the clone really close to the ground, then no, there's not much that you can do. Because the clone is delayed slightly in super compared to G and T, it actually covers my close range landing better in that situation. So you have to catch me before, like as soon as I'm low enough for you to jab, but before the clone comes out.
It's really weird that high jabs misses on landing characters.
It's because they low profile on landing. There's an animation where they literally crouch under it. Good, that was a good teleport right there. And then I think you were just a little bit slow on the turn punish. Again, you're now at low health. That was my mistake. You're a little slow on the punish because you can punish the 6AAAA. You just have to be quick on the draw. So again, that's bread and butter punish. I just drop it. I think that was 6A that you tried to do to push yourself in, which is not a bad idea. So that you have to be faster at. If my recovery from that 4B style like lunge is really long, you might have been able to get a punish off of it. I did the roll forward past you because that's gonna make your timing miserable. And again, I go for that's just. It's yeah. I say it then too. It's a trap. Yep, you should have done dynamic entry and you would have had me. But again, bread and butter trap. I don't know why I did that, but good, you punished it. You recognized it. That jump forward was a bait. I just didn't do anything with it. You have to be careful there. I literally keep forgetting about if I have back turn, basically if I have back turn on you, and I'm like jumping forward, don't K and J. It's a trap.
Oh.
And then there's really nothing. So this is called forward momentum. There was actually literally nothing you could do there. So there's a mechanic in the game where if a character the attacking character is moving forward, it has forward momentum, and the opponent LK and J's, it automatically puts them in front of the attacker. As you saw, you didn't K and J behind me, you K and J straight back into it. So, unfortunately, though, because it's the run past 2BB, if you are K and Jade, you're getting hit by the clone. If you LK and Jade, you're getting hit by the 2BB. It was just, sadly, it's nothing. I'm like teaching him all. I'm teaching him like all of the forward motion traps. I'm teaching him like where like. Thank you, past me. Like where the like. There's so many weird and specific distances I use that are intuitive. This is actually going to be anybody who wants to learn how to fight Itachi. Yeah, I'm literally giving you like there has been nobody else except for like Bukak and Bland who's actually sat down and looked at like the mechanics of what I'm doing. All right, I guess I can't get X's to come out. Oh yeah, this is where like the Xbox controller like trying to get the super is like not being super kind to me. But like your punishes are good. The other thing is optimized combos. A lot of the time, it seems like you're going for anti K and J or being safe against K and J combos. Always know your optimal combos. You can't leave in this game. You cannot leave damage on the table, especially with Guy. Is this the match where I do the hidden 2x?
I forgot.
So again, you have to do a forward motion move to get out of that because the clone is just going to cover me. Basically, if you see Itachi in a neutral state, that's not safe. I paused it. I forget why I paused it there. Oh,
there was mosquito at my home.
Okay. So I wanted to say, when we are out in neutral, if I do 2BB, again, and you can actually react to the clone, and you see the clone start coming out. Start mashing B. You'll beat the clone, and you'll get the punish. That was just me punishing the 8A. And then I don't. Yeah, so you made the clone whiff, so the next part couldn't come out, and you got the punish for it. It's just I had the chakra, and that was really really good 8A there. Good. I don't know. He hasn't done it enough to where I know.
Sometimes when I'm not doing good combos, it's just that dropping inputs or sometimes I think
that just comes with practice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good combo. Then you go so you do not go for those throws with the back turn, especially because the clone will either hit you out of it or keep me safe. So you just have to go for the BB. Don't try to throw. And actually, for Guy, go for his what's his lunging? Is it 6B where he does like that lunging 2-hand attack?
Yeah, 6B.
6B, yeah, use that instead because it's going to push us forward and push us out of the clone range. That's going to be much more effective. Do not throw. Because I think you saw it earlier, you even complained about it, that like 8A knocks you out of or knocks you from throwing me, even if I'm in the animation.
Yeah, that's quite true.
That was me missing the meaty timing, and I think you just weren't expecting it and didn't get the punish. You can't be antsy because your BB will carry you under me. So you saw when you're close, I'm keeping myself like right above your head. Like I'm keeping my feet at your head level so that if you jab, like you get a little bit too antsy, then I just go under you or you go under me. It's getting so much better. Yeah, study those last couple kunais on this. This is 33 minutes in, so right before that, study that match. Your movement was really, really good. Like memorize that type of movement, memorize those punishes. If you would have just if you would have like not fallen for like a couple traps here or there, that kunai would have been yours for sure.
Hmm. Oh, and not dropping combos.
And not dropping combos. But you'll see my playstyle. Like if I think I'm safe for even half a second, I'll burn the bar. I don't care.
Yeah. Sometimes dropping combos is just that I was mashing B too much, and then do the BBEA string instead of the BBA string.
I mean, we've all done it. Literally every single person who's played this game. Like, well, we mashed it out a little bit too much. Yeah, it happens. I think I was typing to you in Discord for this. All right, we'll do one or two more matches, because really there's nothing that happens later except for when I start doing, when I start throw. Let's go to those where I start throwing more. I think this is close to where I start weaving in more throwing. Yeah, okay, this is it. So this is where things start, at least in my opinion, like the mind gains of and this is where I thought I was gonna chip you out. I think the chip damage feels like way less. Like I keep it. I was like, he's at like almost a magic. And it was good punish. It was the perfect punish, getting that much damage out.
I'm okay with spending the bar all day.
Dude, but hey, supers get kunais. That's all that matters. So good. That was a perfect punish there as well. So that's me trying to get the unblockable setup. So this, I think they changed either the hitbox or the timing, because normally what it used to be back in the day was throw, stutter step forward X, and now it I think you see like I try it in a few different matches, where I whiff throw X.
Or maybe it's just a buffer thing.
Yeah, possibly. So this was weird because you again, like I already had the clone out in neutral, and you tried to teleport. I don't capitalize it. I don't know, maybe it was buffer. I dropped the combo. Yep, pass me is correct. If I'm grounded, I'm gonna react to it. Just messing up that timing. As soon as you get it into your, as soon as you have it down into muscle memory, that's going to be way better. Perfect. So that's what happens. So I think this is where you do it a few times, where you catch me as soon as I jump. You do BB and it catches my feet. You have to be looking for that all the time. And when you start doing it, it's so good. It removes a lot of the aerial pressure that I can do. That's good, K&J. Even though like you could still take that round, and you still got like almost 75% chakra back anyways. So that was forward momentum. So because your kicks were moving you forward, it moved me back into your combo off my Arcane J. So that was a trap. You got out of it fast enough with the dynamic entry though, but again, it's not really safe. Good throw break, yep.
You're seeing throw breaks from me is usually just accidental. I never do throw breaks on reaction.
That is the jump over. That's a jump over, jump back. It's a forced unblockable. There's nothing. So you want to make sure that you are not standing straight up against Itachi like that in close range, because he can jump over you, jump back. And it forces a turn animation for an unblockable. I throw it, so you need to be. I noticed that you weren't gating, and I say it here. Like I noticed you weren't using gate. I should not have done that wake up, because you could have gated it.
Yeah, sometimes I forgot about that.
Yeah, you have you. I mean, you see that super, you have to gate it, like no matter what.
So on Lee and Guy, you just can't do wake up super, so.
Nope. Because until they burn their gates.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, especially against like the OG players like me, Bukak, Funked, Rob. There's plenty of us who love wake up supers.
I
Like
love
it's a
them too.
yeah, it's a bread and butter. Like those of the old guard, like we use them constantly. So make us afraid to use them. Take away that tool. All
I
right.
don't really know why people now don't use wake up supers.
I think because they think that going into the next round without chakra is just such a deficit, but it doesn't matter because you got the kunai. Good, perfect turn. I think this is the one. Maybe this is the one where you take the match.
I think I take the match like 16 or 17th or 18th.
Okay, because I know I start throwing out. So I'm throwing out some unsafe timings here, trying to get you to like recognize them. That's just straight up bait. That you can turn punch. You have to, especially against the wall like that. If you see me get forced to teleport against the wall that close, it's definitely unsafe. And then I just do the 8A just completely whiffed. Good step, very good step. So that was not optimal. That was you need to finish out that damage.
Dropping the upward kick thing.
Very good 8A. Punish me jump forward. I got no guard frames because I did my 4B too soon. And then another good, very, very good 8A punish on your part. You saw the clone come out, and it was a good punish. Again, that was an unsafe. You just missed the timing for it. But it was the right decision. So that was good. You did something that pushed you forward, which made it harder for me to get you with the unblockable. That was actually unsafe. I just didn't get the teleport in. Good. Yep, you can react to that if I don't get that meaty or done correctly. Your 8A should get it, but that you cannot do. If you see the clone has already come out, like if the clone is like too far out, then I can teleport punish that. I'm gonna start throwing more now. Oh, okay, this is where I actually say like I'm gonna start weaving in throws. I don't know why I didn't 2BB there. That was a weird decision for me. Sadly, back being 8AA is like that is just good. Perfect punish. That was the distance. That was the perfect distance for punishing with 8A. Yeah, because the delay between the 8AA will eat your guard frames and then you'll just get launched, sadly. So this is where like you started rolling in, but it's just unblockables eating away at your health. So you get the LK and J in while I'm on the wall, which is good pressure. Then it just keeps you out. All right, I think we're gonna end it there. So the takeaways I have here for you, one, so we'll go with the negatives and end with the positives. One, know your situational combos when it comes to distance, as well as how much chakra the opponent has, and you just need to get as much of that damage out as you possibly can before going into like 8B, or like was it ABB cancels or like the start looking for anti K and J. Two, start using your gate a little bit more offensively. If you go an entire round without using your gate, that is a tool that you did not use to try and to win that round. You could probably wake up super a little bit more. If you think it's of course it's rough because you're using it to get out of traps or get out of shenanigans. But I think you already know if you can get that kunai with a wake up, do it. You already know this. Getting your back B timing, that's just gonna come. That's just gonna come with time. Um, what else? Don't mash. I know it's really easy in this game to mash. Do not mash. It'll sometimes just get you really, really bad ending lag combos.
This is a
Uh,
beginner-friendly fighting game, basic because it's really match-friendly.
oh yeah, you don't have to like do one
You in
frame
bad
links.
situations.
Yeah, you're not like doing like down forward twos, like you're not doing like crazy like Tekken stuff. Um, Obviously against Itachi, you have to know those K and J traps. The more you fall in, like whole matches can be gone because of like a simple like frustration and like you fall for two traps, your life bar is gone. So the positives, your 8A usage is incredibly good. The more that you refine that, the more terrifying that's going to be for other Itachi players or any teleport or keep away players at all. Like it's already incredibly good for how little matchup experience you have. Um, you're already very good at reacting to LK and J to like turn throw or to turn BB, and that is one of Guy and Lee's best tools is being able to do those turn throws or turn BBs. Um, what else?
Are other characters BB fast enough to punish LK and J?
They are Guys and Lee's are just the fastest.
Oh, okay.
What else? Your chalk you do have patience. You have an incredible amount of patience that other people don't have. Like there's plenty of times in those matches where other people would have just blown the bar and they would have just lost all their chakra for the next round or they just would have gotten punished with something. So your patience is very good looking for those right moments to get your turn essentially. Aside from that, the your distance, not just your movement, but understanding the distance between the two characters was really good. Like when you did that stutter steps backwards with back against the wall, those little micro movements uh, are incredibly important when you're the one trying to get in. So for a month, and the fact that this is like your first time seriously playing Itachi, there's a lot of good fundamentals there.
Yeah, thanks.
Aside from that, is there anything that you want to say about the match? Anything specifically that you saw that you want to ask me about? Timings, traps. Aside from, I'm gonna keep harping on it. Challenge Itachi in the A with that jump A.
Not much, really. Maybe I'll ask you more once we play more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of this is going to happen, and a lot of this is going to get better with just simple matchup experience.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I think that's going to be it for. This is the first coaching session. I'd like to again thank you to Tom for the matches. I'm glad to be back in the community. If anybody else would like me to do any match reviews or any coaching, you can get in touch with Bukak in the Discord. I'll have that link down below. Any of the fees that I collect for coaching in the future, 100% of those will go either to the player pools for doing payouts or to future charities on the stream. I am not going to take a dime of it. I just want to give it back into the community. Aside from that, again, thank you for Tom for coming out. I'm looking forward to way more matches and seeing how you progress.
All right. Thanks.
All right, we'll call it there. I'm going to end the stream as well, and we'll also get this uploaded on YouTube. And I hope everybody has a good night.
Okay. Goodbye.